오늘은 비행 수업이니까 키보드 마우스로 한번 해보죠. 밖에서 잤어. 예! 비행 수업 드디어!
Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student
아, 드디어
to our
날아다닐 수
flying
있어.
class. The goal
안녕.
of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class.
나 혼자 너무
We'll leave that
털모자인데?
to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly,
Up.
then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up. Thank you. Now, your turn.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom! Up!
예! 업!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
타보자. 오!
And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
This is brilliant!
Yes. Good. And lean.
예!
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
아니 이제 한 번 한 건데 익숙해졌다뇨 교수님. 아니에요.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What a view!
오호!
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
Made it! Did anyone else see that?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
와우! 와 경치 진짜 멋있어. 그죠 여러분? 히하!
Whoa. Our aquatic resident likes to make an
Oh,
appearance once in a
wow.
while.
Good, I've got this.
Oh, well done. Have a moment.
예!
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I
안녕?
right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might be interested in some high-flying fun?
마음에 드는데?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right
얘를
now, we're flying
따라가래요.
over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? edge of the gardens. The Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
아니거든. 아늑해서 좋거든.
So quickly.
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour.
갑시다.
Let's hurry back. Looks like we've already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
오케이.
And where have you two been?
아,
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day.
너 1등 아니었어?
As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future.
아, 죄송합니다, 교수님.
Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
히히. 앞으로 말 잘 들어야지.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa. But you have to admit, those views were worth it.
혼났어. 후회하지 않아.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
멋있긴
You
했어.
seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
됐다.
Revelio.
일단은 퀘스트를 봅시다. 집중력 마법약을 획득하고 사용하세요. 두 마법약을 동시에 사용하세요. 일단 지도에서 호그스미드에서 지팽이 사러 가요. 우리 이제 날아다닐 테다.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
네, 교수님 알겠습니다. 지팽이 가게만 갔다 금방 갈게요. 스포츠 가게. 안녕하세요.
Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches.
아니에요, 날아다닐
Apologies if you came by
거예요.
before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom?
네.
Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
한번
Sounds
볼게요.
quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
What are we looking for today?
불같은 성품의 사람들에게 잘 맞는 빗자루. 호그와트 기숙사의 자존심을 내세울 수 있게 마법이 깃든 빗자루. 안정성을 우선으로 만든 물풀의 나무로 만든 빗자루. 가벼운 터치가 돋보이는 스타일리시한 빗자루. 개성적인 무늬로 디자인된 편하면서도 빠른 빗자루. 빠른 빗자루가 좋지 않나? 근데 이거 기숙사 빗자루 사고 싶은데? 잠깐만요. 일단은 팔과 좀 팔자. 이거
Nice doing
팔고,
business with you.
팔고. 와우, 잠깐만. 이건 좋은 거잖아요.
Thanks for stopping by.
잠시만요. 장비 좀 갈아입고 다시 팔게요. 모자는 이게 더 좋아요 지금. 아우! 아니 엄청난 모자네. 아 성능은 똑같아요? 괜히 이름만 저런 거야? 외형 말고 성능은 똑같은 거죠. 그러면 기숙사 거 삽시다 우리. 오. 오, 짱 이상해. 짱 이상해요. 아, 그래요? 그래도 올라가 있는 게 어디야 싶기도 하고. 감사합니다. 잠옷인데 근데 이거? 아 근데 모자가 좀 예쁜 게 있으면 좋겠다. 그죠? 모자가 다 이상해. 털모자를 쓸 수밖에 없어요. 다 이상해갖고. 아 이상해. 됐다.
What are we looking for today?
일단은 팔 것 좀 팔고. 이거 기숙사
That item is of the highest quality.
앞에 이렇게 등 달려 있는 것들
That
보니까
item is
그거
of the
같지 않아요?
highest quality.
그 키키 있잖아. 키키 같아. 키키 마법사 그거 같아. 아 여기에 등만 달려 있었으면 완전 이건데.
That item is of the highest quality. That item is of the highest quality.
아 이거 등불을 포기할 수가 없다. 이거 사죠 이거.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you.
기숙사 집행이도 예쁜데.
Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
제 아바타예요.
Ha! Knew I was right
Yeah.
about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I
불안해지는
believe I can
경향이
remedy
있대.
this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time
시간
trials. Clever
운행하고
girl. An ideal
체험단이
situation for collecting
필요하다는
flight
거네, 그죠?
statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
좋아요.
Sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit
공짜로
of
주는
fun
건
too.
아니고 돈은
Go
받는데
to
조금
the
할인해
Quidditch pitch and
주시겠대요.
Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
네.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
호그와트 지도 보고. 일로 간 다음에 갑시다. 드디어 날 수 있다니.
It takes a fair bit of
오호.
Revelio.
야. 누가
you,
이멜다야? 너니?
Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. Why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
얘 말하는 싸가지 보소.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me, Slytherin Quidditch captain, jealous of you. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am.
얘 말하는
competition.
싸가지 봐요.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's
이
the better flyer.
자식이.
I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
죽었어. 갑시다.
Made it!
아마 놓치지만 않으면 엔간하면 깰 거거든요.
Did it! Now that's more like it.
이게 지금은 되게 코너나 이런 게 크게 없는데 나중에는 되게 어려운 경로 느낌으로 나오는 데도 있어서 지금 별것도 아닌 게 바로 이겨버렸죠?
That's not. You must have cheated.
시간 차이 엄청 나는 거 봤지?
Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
별것도 아닌 게
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
그 어둠의 힘을 써야 하는 건가? 네 인정 따윈 바라지도
I
않는데.
don't want respect from the likes of you. All you do is insult people.
You and everyone else need to get a thicker skin. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next course. It's near Irondale and offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
별것도 아닌 게 진짜 확 그 어둠의 주문을 써버릴까 보다. 조심해라.
I never thought someone would ever bet.
I suspect Mr. Weeks will be glad to hear how I fared.
날아서 가볼까요? 지는 사람은 그 주문 맡기로 했지. 가자. 경치 보면서
Revelio.
여기 보면은 발바닥 모양 이거 있잖아요. 이거는 아마 제가 알기로는 애완동물일 거거든요. 신비한 동물들인데 쟤네들은 나중에 할 거예요 아마. 너 후푸푸푸니? 나도 후푸푸푸인데.
Oh, you're back. With something to report, I hope?
신기록을 세웠어요.
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
정말 기대된. 누가 아저씨를
Why
의심했나요?
would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
Oh, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon.
감사합니다.
How to address the issue of altitude
이제
relates to speed.
그 위즐리 교수님이 잠깐 오라고 하셨었거든요. 일단은 위즐리 교수님한테 갑시다. 드디어 방을 드디어 필요의 방을 까는구만요. 가자. 음주 후 비행하면 면허 취소냐고. 그렇지 않을까요?
Really?
음주 비행 안 되지 않을까?
Stop. I'm trying to be serious. Revelio.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion?
저 미친 피부스 저거.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun!
잠깐만.
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a
그다음에
flat?
여기는
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flat.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
됐다.
And you're both wrong anyway.
타라.
It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't me, and it wasn't
성공.
flat, but you're all in trouble with the
Revelio. Levioso.
나이스. 피로의 방이라니까 좀 그런데? 지금 못 끼는 아이템이네요.
Revelio.
여기 아니네. 안녕하세요. 와우. 여기다. 바나바스 더 바미의 테피스트리. 트롤에게 발레를 가르치려 한 멍청한 짓을 묘사한 테피스트리입니다. 어허.
Professor Weasley?
위즐리 교수님.
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
아니.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
드디어.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this
Revelio.
room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it, by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While
평생
I'm
못
here,
찾는
we should take
학생도
advantage of
있대요.
the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day.
진여자.
Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it.
Revelio.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell.
에바네스코.
You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
에바네스코.
Splendid.
여기에다가
Cast Evanesco on those chairs. Excellent
오!
work. You'll note that you are now in
오호.
possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf? Is that... Goodness. My old
여기서 오랫동안 널
school bag.
기다렸어.
I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here.
교수님
I'll just
책가방이래요.
take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down?
Revelio.
Some of us are trying to rest.
아우!
Revelio. Levioso.
오케이 오케이.
Revelio.
여기 말고 또 있었던 것 같은데 없나?
Revelio.
또 없나? 다 봤어요, 교수님. 아니야? 뭘 더 봐야 돼?
Revelio.
어? 여기 뭐가 있어요. 근데 어떻게 가지? 아, 이거 없애는 다음에
This isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them!
Revelio.
뭐라고요?
No, not. That's not helpful, you worthless.
안돼.
Reparo. Revelio.
방주제 나한테 목욕이 필요할 거라고 생각하는데 그게 안에 금방 차.
Revelio.
오.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? What was that? Revelio. Was that a golden snitch?
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
일로 가서
Revelio.
잠깐만 여기 뒤에 뭐 있네요?
Revelio.
위로 올라갈 수 있나?
Levioso.
안 가지는데? 어떡하지?
Levioso. Revelio.
아니 그러게요. 근데 저도 이거 템을 먹으려고 했던 게 아니라 저거 먹어보고 싶은데 골든 스니치? 저 못 먹어요? 기억이 안 나네. 어떻게 했었는지 기억이 안 나요.
Revelio. I hope that house elf can find us in here.
됐다. 왔다. 저거 못 잡나봐요 골든 스니치. 야 안녕.
Yikes! Careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you.
조심히 와.
Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did.
Oh.
Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from
생각하는 사람에 따라서 방의 구조가
Oh,
바뀐대요.
that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
저한테도 필요의 방이 있었으면 좋겠어요. 방음 부스가 있는 와우.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I
깔끔해.
look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent.
설명은
It can
됐어.
identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
오케이 오케이. 둘 다 제가 갖고 있는 것보다 굴이네요.
Revelio.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk will be an invaluable resource.
이제 여기를 제가 막 꾸밀 수도 있거든요. 제가 원하는 대로.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it.
그러게요. 이 정도면은.
I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
구현 마법. 이후.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need
확장
what's
공사까지
called
가능한
a
만능.
spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed.
구현했던 걸 없애도 나온대요.
Perceptive. Why don't you give it a
좋아
try?
좋아.
Go ahead and conjure the potion station
마법
and potting
약하고
table.
화분용
You should
테이블.
find both familiar since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
네. 잠깐만. 재능에서 이거 하나 더 하고 이것도 찍고 이것도 찍고. 이거 기본 주문하면 주문 쿨다운 된대요. 이거 좋은데? 신속도 찍고. 이거 아래 거 다 찍어야 위에 거 열리는 건가? 아, 아니네. 아니었잖아. 이거 괜히 찍었다. 이거는 주문해서 이거 엄청 좋다. 그쵸? 이거 어둠 마법 안 찍었다고요? 안 찍을 거예요. 얘네들보다 일단은 주문 찍는 게 나은 것 같아. 그쵸? 그리고 하나 더 뚫었으니까요. 여기에다가 하고 여기에서 한 개밖에 못 넣는구나 지금은. 그 다음에 약초.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or
이건
potion
있잖아.
ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds.
해골과 촛불이 있는 선반이래요. 이건 아직 필요 없고. 거대한 테이블. 오우! 이것도 아직 필요 없을 것 같아요.
Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have.
네!
Do not
근데
underestimate
공식
his
홈페이지에
influence.
퀘리치 경기 할 수 있다고 그러긴 하더라고요. 어디에서나 변형 마법을 쓸 수 있는
Can I
건가요?
use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
그렇군요. 감사합니다.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
네, 교수님 감사합니다. 이것도 싹 다 필요 없을 것 같은데. 나중에 싹 다 갈아엎을 것 같은데. 피핀의 마법약 상점 가서 이거 레시피도 사야겠어요. 그치?
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the room of requirement, or you can gather it carefully
월장석 지금 몇 개나
outside
있지?
of the Hogwarts grounds.
많이 모으긴
Return to
했는데
me
왔다
once
갔다
you've gathered
하면서.
enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
교수님 저 많이 모으지 않았나요?
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good.
되나봐요.
Then we may
다행이다.
begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
싹 다 없애고 벽걸이 토템? 거울 필요 없고 러그 또 오, 조명 됐다. 그 다음에 이제 벽걸이랑 미술품 하면 된대요. 말다툼하는 커플의 초상화래.
Good work.
됐다.
Shall we move on?
일단 대충 때려놓고 나중에 다 없앱시다.
누가 자꾸 여신님께 없는 세쿠시함을 있다고 거짓 정보를 흘린다는 게 사실입니까?
없다뇨. 완전 있거든요.
I've conjured everything I can. What's
이자카엘님.
next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item.
완전
You can change the
있거든요.
colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we?
언제 오셨어요?
Watch closely
어서
as I
오세요.
demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
개조 마법이래요. 하우.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the altering spell.
이거를 여기다가 이렇게 색깔을 바꿀 수 있대요. 삥꾸. 우와, 완전 조그만하게 할 수 있어요, 여러분. 왕의자로도 할 수 있어. 오.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
아, 바닥이나 이런 것도. 오. 오. 오.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
아, 이것도 됐었구나. 친환경으로 하겠어요.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
Of course.
방 분위기.
What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
방 분위기는 멋진 달빛을 비추면 완벽할 것 같아. 자연에 있는 분위기가 나면 좋겠어? 어둡고 신비로운 공간에서 나는 집중이 가장 잘 돼. 친환경으로 하기로 했으니까는 자연인 아니 근데 달빛이 멋있지 않을까요? 달빛?
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
아, 이렇게. 근데 좀 차갑다 확실히.
Quite a difference.
다른 걸로
Of course,
바꿔요.
you
너무
need to keep
차갑다.
this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke
네.
to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
뭐야? 방금 바꿨는데 확장 공사가 시작된 거예요? 오. 오.
An even bigger space.
오, 더
How
넓어졌어.
did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to
오,
practice
좋다.
spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
감사합니다.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
일단 분위기를 다시
Of course.
바꿔요.
What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
자연에 있는 분위기.
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
뭔가 뿌연데요? 이거는?
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
단어가 느낌이 묘한데요? 신비로운 공간은 뭘까?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
달빛이랑은 또
I'd
다르네,
like to
그죠?
ask you about changing the room's ambiance.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
따뜻하고 포근한 느낌.
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
처음에 있는 게 제일 예쁜 것 같아, 그쵸? 굿. 점점 표정 안 좋아진다고요? 너무 많이 시켜봐? 이렇게 하나하나 다 할 수 있어요, 여러분. 이거 말고. 됐다. 일단은 싹 다 없애. 그 다음에 퀘스트를 또 봅시다. 이거 어차피 가야 되거든요? 아 잠깐만, 세바스찬한테 저주 배우는 거 있네. 잠깐, 저주를 배워야 돼? 컴프링고를 배우는구나. 일단 가봅시다. 사르킴님 어서오세요. 안녕하세요. 아 이거 저주의 마법 쓰고 싶다. 아니 왜 이렇게 신난 거예요? 아, 저주 마법 쓰고 싶지 않은데.
Over here.
아, 잘 됐다. 잘 됐어요. 이거 막 뭐 달려있다. 일단 재능에서 이제 위쪽도 찍을 수 있어요. 범위가 넓어집니다. 이거랑 한 개는 혹시 모르니까 일단 놔둘까요? 주문 세트가 필요할 수도 있으니까. 일단 이렇게 하자. 저주마법 쓰고 싶을 거라고? 아니에요. 근데 콤프링거 이런 건 괜찮은데 초록 색깔 마법들 있잖아요. 그런 거는 안 쓸 거예요.
Let me thank you for what you did in the
안 쓸
library.
거예요.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me. And that
맞아.
counts for something.
너가
Did you find
나
what you were looking for?
지켜줬잖아.
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place
왜요?
to
왜
discuss it.
째려봐.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment. In the
아 근데 1회차 때 그 얘기 하기는 했는데 아 2회차 때는 저주마법 써볼까요? 그랬었거든. 1회차 때는 또 안 썼어가지고 일단 가보자. 비밀스러운 방에 들어가 버려.
Just here.
It's well disguised.
아 여기구나. 기억이 나는 것 같기도 하고.
How did you find this place?
My friend, Ominous Gaunt. He named it the Undercroft. We used to play gobstones here all the time. With my sister, Anne. She loved that.
동생 이름도 앤이야?
What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize it. We used to sneak in here almost daily.
아
We've
비밀로
never been
해달래요.
caught.
알겠어. 팔로우 감사합니다. 팔로우 땡큐. 감사합니다.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous
아
was
이거
born
미션창에
blind, and no spell
있었구나.
could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets.
아
I've never heard anyone else speak of it.
가문에서
I've certainly
내려오는
never seen anyone else here.
비밀이었나봐.
Again, mention this
자기들만
to
알고
no
있는
one,
호그와트 비밀 공간.
especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets. But this place is special to him.
Understood.
알겠어.
But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them.
아 그래서
Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the blasting curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
위험하게 들리는데.
It sounds like a dangerous spell.
You sound like Ominous. He frowns upon using forbidden spells. Although he did enjoy learning this one. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery
그치.
forms of
어설프게 할
magic.
바에는 학교에서
But you
확실히
should learn it.
알려줘가지고 그죠.
I can teach it to you safely here. It
아브라케다브라는
may take
아직
a while to get the feel for
못할걸요?
it, Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
드디어 쓰는구나, 콤프링고. 콤프링고.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the targets, though. Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo...
이거 보니까 주문은 다 열어놔야겠다, 그죠? 이렇게 하고
That of a spell like Incendia.
얘네들을 다 아래로 내리고 1, 2번은 싸우는 주문 같은 거 넣어놓고 두 번째는 컴플링 하면 되겠어요. 아마 얘네들 다 열릴 거거든요. 그래서 요게 이제 여러분들이 얘기하는 그 주문인데요. 별로 안 쓰고 싶은데.
Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
That's it. Well done.
기가
I have to
막혔니?
say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. To this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
이 주문 정말 뜨겁다.
The blast does heat things up. I see how you lost your eyebrows.
You'll get used to it. Anne, Ominous and I used to practice down here for hours. The Undercroft was our retreat. Haven't been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do...
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along.
아,
Meet Anne.
그래. 같이 가자.
She could use some cheering up.
좋아.
Just let me know when, and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack.
포트키를
There was this
발견했거든.
port key.
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
팔로우 감사합니다.
You must promise to
얘기해주죠.
keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages.
이쪽으로 가는 게
Perhaps we can
좋겠다.
help each
그렇죠?
other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curse is in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us. When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an owl.
아이. 아 여기 있어요. 잠깐 설정하느라 여기 있습니다. 어디 안 가요? 됐다. 이제 여기서 나가고.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah!
Wait. You there? I can hear you.
들켰다.
Hello, ominous.
안녕.
I believe we have potions together and herbology.
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just
맞아.
come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
우연히 들어가게 됐어.
The Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
정말 아무 말도 하지 않을게. 위협할 필요 없어.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
그러게요. 말을
I just
되게
meant
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
말을 너무 무섭게 한다 얘.
Sebastian is going to get an earful about this.
얘 말을 너무 무섭게 해요. 아, 그게 아버지가 슬리데린 그 살라자르 직통 그거라고 했어요.
Only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
Come and see me as soon as you can. I've returned from a rather unproductive
교수님
trip to the
오셨대요.
ministry, hoping your time has been more fruitful than mine.
교수님. 가자. 드디어 오셨어요. 책 들고 오라 그랬었거든요. 그 지하에서.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time.
윙가리움
Once
레비오사.
you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
퀘스트가 쏟아지는구만요. 잠깐만. 저것도 하려면은 무슨 조건이 있지 않나? 맞아요. 조건들이 있는데 일단은 교수님을 먼저 만납시다.
I
교수님!
was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin
오셨구만요.
talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Eldritch Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an aura. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience, but you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died. So I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that.
그 책 가져가야 돼요. 거기서 갖고 오라 그랬어요. 가자.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
와, 드디어 왔다.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
저는 후뿌후뿌예요. 슬리데린 아니에요.
This looks promising.
그러게요. 누가 봐도 여기에다 책 놓으시오. 약간 이런. 아, 와우. 후뿌후뿌. 와우.
A map. There's Hogsmeade.
와우.
Here, the forbidden.
저 2회차요. 근데 이거 출시됐을 때 하고 안 하다가 이번에 하는 거라 기억이 잘 안 납니다. 뜨문뜨문 나요, 기억이.
If only you were here to see this.
네, 레븐클로였어요. 공식 홈페이지에서 했을 때는 레븐클로 나오고 인게임에서 했을 때는 후불푸프가 나왔거든요. 그래서 뭘 선택해야 되지 하다가 어쨌든 공식 홈페이지에서는 레븐클로 나왔으니까 레븐클로를 하자 하고 레븐클로를 골랐죠. 그리고 2회차 때는 후불푸프 할게요 하고 네, 지금은 후불푸프로 왔습니다. 여기서 말 거는 거 아니야?
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my
저는
young friend,
슬리데린 나온
see
적도
now why you
없어요.
needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room
왜
as the Map
지도넷이라고
Chamber.
부르는지
That you have
알겠어요.
come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
전부 기억나진 않아요.
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were
본격적인
designed to
시험은
ensure that
지금부터지
the
뭐 약간
power
이런
and
느낌인가?
knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your
맞아요.
vault at Gringotts.
미친 고블린이었어.
We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin.
바로
You will
시작한다고?
find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
아우!
Shall we have a look?
볼까요?
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
낯설어 보여요.
Don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
혹시 탑에 대해 아는 게
You said
있나요?
that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of
호그스미트
Hogsmeade. My
북쪽에
recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
탑에서 뵐게요.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
응. 당연하죠. 와, 이거는 진짜 이쁘다. 그죠? 뭔가 예뻐. 엄청 머네요. 일단은 호그스미드 북쪽에 있다고 했으니까 세계지도. 에이, 엄청 먼데? 일단 여기 찍고 그래도 우리에겐 이제 비행기란다.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete.
주문 배울 거 엄청 많다.
Once you've done that, come and see me.
근데 과제가 너무 많아요. 이거 따로 해와야 되나? 풍선 터뜨리는 거. 베네무스 덴타큘러를 획득하고 사용하세요. 맨드레이크 획득하고 다시 속도를 사용해보세요. 아 그쵸, 빗자루. 비행기란다. 빗자루. 아우, 눈 좀 무서운데? 맞아요. 아 맞아요. 호그와트 레거시 진짜 잘 만들어졌는데 맞아요. 연초에 나와가지고 흐릿흐릿해졌어. 그거 아니면 솔직히 받을 법했을 텐데. 룩은 역시 빨간 옷이 예뻐. 이 옷이 그냥 제일 깔끔하고 난 것 같아, 그죠?
It's like a place right.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon
네. 이거 일단은 여기 주차해놓고 제가 좀 해오든가 할게요. 그래서 방송에서는 주문만 딱 배워가지고 할 수 있게 제가 좀 따로 해오든가 숙제로 해오든가 하겠습니다. 오늘 와우도 해야 되는데 할 게 많구만.
Intriguing place, Dunbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you. Revelio.
자, 일단은 요 앞에까지 딱 왔으니까 여기서 주차를 해놓고 네, 저장을 하죠. 오늘은 여기까지 하는 걸로 하지요, 여러분. 어제 했던 거랑 오늘 한 거 유튜브에 업로드를 할게요, 여러분. 일단 녹화는 여기까지.